Hi there, everybody. Happy November, and welcome all my European friends. I am Dr. Christine Anderson, or Dr. Chris, as my patients call me. And this is a weekly show I do. And at the beginning of the month, every Tuesday, I come on and talk about what the promotions are. So I'm going to be going over the promotions for Europe right now. And later on this evening, I'm going to be talking about USA and then also Australia and New Zealand. So let's just get started right on in. And I'm going to run down the promotion levels first, and then I'll go into the different essential oils. So at 120 PV, it's an ER exclusive, so you have to be on Essential Rewards. You get a 15 ml bottle of Citrus Fresh. If you don't know what Essential Rewards is, just go ahead and contact me, and I will go over that with you. But it's a monthly wellness toolbox that you can get. And with that, what you're going to do is buy things you normally would, like household cleaner, laundry detergent, your soaps, your supplements, your Ningxia, and then you get points back that you can use to buy free products. All right, so that was 120 PV Citrus Fresh. At 190, you will get a 15 ml bottle of Christmas Spirit. And you will also get a 15 ml bottle of Wintergreen. At 250 PV, you are going to get a 15 ml bottle of RC and also a 5 ml bottle of Northern Lights Black Spruce. At 350 PV, you are going to get a 5 ml bottle of white Angelica and a 15 ml bottle of Endoflex, as well as a tall gift bag. So at 350 PV, you really get everything. All these oils free. That's crazy. That's a lot of oils, you guys. I'm kind of jealous of Europe this month, because these are ones I use on a regular basis and I love them. So let's dive right in. Oh, and one other thing for this month in Europe, you have 10% off the Aria diffuser. So have a look at that. It's a really great diffuser. I've kind of bedazzled my one I have at my house, but it's like a mad scientist looking type of thing. So just have a look at that. It's really a great diffuser. Pardon me. I've been using my Thieves system and lozenges and my oils. So that's why I'm able to come talk to you, because otherwise I might not have a voice at this point. Right. So let's get right into Citrus Fresh. This is one that is in the USA starter kit. You don't have it in Europe, but it's one that's really great to use. It's basically a blend of citrus oils with a little bit of spearmint added. So it gives a nice fresh scent to the air if you want to diffuse it, or you can put it in a spray bottle and spray it around. Add it to your cleaning products. Just brighten your day. Citrus oils in general are very uplifting. They lift your mood up. And in the US, we have something called vitality oils, and these are labeled for internal use. And there is a Citrus Fresh Vitality, so you can also add this to your water, whether it's room temperature or warm. You can add it to smoothies or fresh fruit, mocktails and cocktails. You can go crazy with Citrus Fresh. All right, let's move on to Christmas Spirit. So this, although it says Christmas Spirit, it really reminds me of, I don't know, as a kid, did you guys take oranges and then stick cloves in them? That's kind of what this smells like to me. So a kind of citrusy, spicy scent, which isn't just for Christmas. To me, it's more the kind of festive time of the year. You can diffuse it in order to get into the spirit of whatever you're celebrating. You can put it on pine cones or on logs and put them in the fire and sort of make that the heat diffuse it. Certainly, you can again put it in your diffuser and it can help relieve those occasional blue feelings and help promote happiness of the season because sometimes holidays can be a little bit hard on people, right? So, just to kind of foster that feeling, it'd be great to diffuse if you're having some sort of holiday celebration. So, it's a blend of orange essential oil, cinnamon bark, and spruce, which is very, any of the tree oils are very grounding, while again, the citrus helps to uplift and has a calming effect and the cinnamon just makes it spicy, warm, and inviting. And I think actually a little bit of clove added to this would be really nice, or maybe even thieves too, if you want to kind of keep the air clean and fresh. All right, let's move on to wintergreen. And this is really such a great oil. I don't think it gets used enough singly. I love the smell of wintergreen, and there's only two things that create this type of constituent of salicylic acid, and that's wintergreen and birch bark. And these are the components that they use and isolate to make salicylic acid and market it as aspirin. So just kind of think about what you might use aspirin for and see if there's a place for wintergreen in your life. And it's really great to diffuse it if you want to pick me up, if you like the smell, which I do. Maybe, especially in Europe, as it gets dark and the days get shorter, you might pretend like you're having a day at the beach. Put on your diffuser, put some wintergreen in there, maybe add a few drops of lavender and a few drops of rosemary, and close your eyes and pretend you're at the beach, right? The key thing to remember about wintergreen is that if you're using it topically, you may want to dilute it because it's a little bit hot, meaning that it might burn or sting a little bit. To me, it's not as hot as peppermint, but just you might have to sort of do a little patch test and see if it's reacting. It doesn't bother me, but it may bother some people. And if you ever put an oil on your body that's too hot, just put a little carrier oil over it, rub it in, and it will dilute it that way. So water will just spread it, but oil will help to dilute it. Okay, so this is one oil that you might want to rub on your feet after a long day. You might want to put it in your massage lotion or oil and massage into your shoulders, your joints, any hardworking muscles. You might want to try it after exercising or any physical activity. If you're out there and you're in the Northern Hemisphere in Europe, so if you're shoveling snow or if you've done some winter sports, you can try putting it on after that. You might also want to try adding some eucalyptus oil and rub it into your chest to help support breathing. So it's a great addition to wintergreen. You might want to add it to your bath. I like to add anything I'm adding to my bath into Epsom salts because it helps the oil disperse in the water instead of just sitting on top. So wintergreen is actually in a lot of the blends from Young Living, like Raven, Deep Relief, Panaway, Orthospore, and Ortho Ease massage oils. So like I said, a lot of times you may be using wintergreen, but you may not even know it. I think it definitely is underutilized. So have fun with this in your promotions. All right, RC, 15 mil. You guys have gotten 15 mil bottles. All of these are 15 mil. Crazy. RC stands for respiratory comfort. So again, that's letting you know what it's going to help support. And I actually did just put a little bit on with some Melrose oil onto my chest and neck just to kind of help support my respiratory system. And it's a blend of Northern Lights black spruce, cypress, and pine, as well as peppermint, eucalyptus oils, 3 eucalyptus oils, lavender, myrtle, and marjoram. So it's got a really nice scent to it. It's a little bit milder than just eucalyptus. And it's sort of got that little bit of coolness and freshness because of the menthol and the peppermint as well. So like I said, you can apply it to your chest. You might want to use a carrier oil if you're sensitive. You might want to apply it to your chest before a workout to help support your respiratory system, maybe even the back of your neck. And a little tip is to diffuse RC in your home if you would like a refreshing aroma and give yourself an uplifting boost that you might need to do in order to get ready for your holidays, or if you've got a long to-do list, just to kind of get you moving and going. Also great for foot massages or body massages. And this might be a good one too to combine with the wintergreen if you're putting it in your massage oil. All right, Northern Lights black spruce. This is a pretty special oil. And I am super into frequency and vibration energy. And this one has the highest vibrational energy of all the essential oils in Young Living, even more than rose, which has a really, really high frequency. And this is most likely due to the fact that these trees, these black spruce trees, are in the very northern part of Canada, and this is called Northern Lights black spruce. So they are collecting all the energy from the northern lights, and that's getting infused into the tree. And in wintertime, this is when the oil comes up from the lower parts of the plant and gets distributed to all parts of the tree in order to protect the tree from freezing. So there's a whole long story of this. And if you haven't yet read this Seed to Seal book that goes through Gary Young's life, I highly recommend it. It's a pretty amazing story and a pretty amazing journey. And it goes into the fact that he started the Northern Lights Black Spruce Farm, which you can go visit. It's remote, but you can get there and visit if you would like, because he could not find a farm that was willing to harvest the trees in the wintertime when the oil was most present in the trees. So he went and bought a farm and created a distillery in the middle of winter because he knew we needed this oil, which is part of Valor, and Valor had gone out of stock because they didn't have the Northern Lights black spruce. So it's a long story, but fascinating. I do recommend that book. I like to wear the high frequency oils in the top part of my head towards the crown chakra, just to kind of, again, sort of be a magnet, just like the Northern Lights are up in the sky and the trees are kind of a magnet for that energy. So you can wear this to create a calm and serene atmosphere, and guys can wear it like a cologne, women can wear it as a perfume, and you can layer it with things, if you're a woman and want a little floral scent, with things like lavender or neroli, which are orange tree blossoms. You can add a little bit to your favorite lotion or face cream to boost moisture. And it can help amp up to make sure that your skin isn't drying out, because in the winter months, you've got the heating on in the house and it's going to dry your skin out. So you want to be able to keep that moisture in. You can also add it to things like cedarwood or lavender, which makes a nice balance, especially if you want that calming and serene feeling. You can add it to your face serum or your hair serums or your beard oils, again, to moisturize. Or even in your hair conditioner, you can put a little bit in. If you would like to have a moment of meditative quietness, you can put that in your diffuser and put it on. And I always imagine sort of like the hush of a forest after a new snowfall and just having that really super calm feeling. I just love the tree oils because they are super, super grounding and they just kind of like, kind of bring everything down. You can try a blend of the Northern Lights Black Spruce, 5 drops of that, 3 drops of cardamom, 2 drops of lemon, and that will be a nice blend to add to your diffuser blends. And the Young Living essential oils that have the Northern Lights Black Spruce in it, like we said, the RC, also Harmony, and the Shutron blend, which is geared towards men. All right, we are to White Angelica, and this is a 5 ml bottle. It doesn't come in 15 mils, but I wish it did because I use this oil pretty much every single day. This one and Valor. It's a very spiritual oil, and it is a blend of 10 essential oils. So when I think of White Angelica, I think of the power and the protection of my angels. And so I'm just going to show you what I do. For some reason, this oil takes a while. I put a couple of drops in the palms of my hand, so 3 or 4. I rub it in, give a little smell, and then I rub it on my shoulders and on my scapula. These are the wings of our body. And at the same time that I'm doing that, I'm acknowledging that I am protected by my angels. They're protecting me from all negativity. And then I'll kind of just rub my hands all the way down my body to continue that sort of shield of protection. And I feel like this is a really important oil for right now with all the kind of negativity going on. And especially if you're going to be around people you know are negative, or there might be controversy or confrontation, or if you're going into large crowds, or maybe you're going to a party with people you don't know and you don't know what kind of energies are there. For sure, anybody doing body work, if you're in other people's energetic fields, especially if you're putting your hands on them or near them, then you're going to want to have protection of this oil. And I put this on a couple of times a day for that reason as a chiropractor, because I don't want to pick up anybody's negative energies. So I always make sure I have a couple of bottles of White Angelica because I never want to be without it. Amazing oil. And I put Valor on as well when I'm starting my day out, just to help with whatever's going to happen. So those are my sort of 2 staples, no matter what. We are to Endoflex. There, it comes at a 50. You guys get a 15 ml bottle. That's crazy. Now you get the 15 ml, but I just want to show you something. In the US, we also have a 5 ml Vitality Endoflex. And the reason I just want to show you this, and I try to do this each video, is because these are companions. They're pairs. So I know if there is a Vitality oil available that I can use it for internal use. But it's the same exact oil inside. They're just labeled differently. Aromatic and topical, internal use. Same oil inside the bottles. Super important. All right, hope you understand that. So there are 6 different therapeutic grade essential oils in Endoflex, and they, in general, help support your endocrine system. This is your hormonal system, and it's that whole system that gets supported And I love this blend. And again, I typically will use it over some of the endocrine glands that I want to support. So let me put a little bit in there. And usually I'll start my day and end my day with the Endoflex as well as I'm getting ready for my day and at the end of night. So you might want to put a little bit on your forehead for your pituitary gland. That's your master control system that releases stimulating hormones. So things like thyroid stimulating hormone to tell the thyroid what to do. So you want that pituitary to be happy. I like to apply it over my throat. This is one of my favorite areas for support of the thyroid gland. Super duper important. And one of my other favorite places is over my adrenal glands. So your adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys, and the kidneys are situated around where the end of your rib cage is. So if you just kind of put your hands behind your back, right where your fingers hit, right at that bottom part of the rib cage is a good area. And really, it will get absorbed into your system no matter where you put it. It's going to get absorbed into the bloodstream. But I just sort of have that intention of what I'm hoping to support. Now, because it does come in a vitality, I also can put some drops into a veggie cap and take it internally. I don't necessarily love the flavor of it, so I don't tend to put it in like a Ningxia shot, but you could do that too. What I love is that it has the essential oil of nutmeg in the blend, and that is an essential oil that's reputed for helping to support your adrenal glands, which are the ones that can get overtaxed when you're stressed. So especially with all the craziness and all the holiday time, definitely something that you want to do. You can also put it over your abdomen too, as there's part of your endocrine system is related to the reproductive system. All right, and then you guys get a tall gift bag, which I do not have. I've never seen them, but I did go and look it up. You can also sort of just get a picture of it, but it'd be a great way to share your oils with the people in your life. And what I love too is that, especially when you're getting these 15 ml bottles, is make up a little sample for somebody, right? So you could put a few drops in a Mylar bag and seal it, and then put a little recipe card on there, and or put in little glass vials, like little perfume vials, a few drops with a recipe card. There's so many ways to do this that you can share this goodness with other people. And I love using my promotional items to do that because they're free. So why not, right? Sharing is caring, especially in the next couple of months. This is the whole season of giving. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Next week, I actually think I'm going to take a break from going over the oils in the starter kits to doing some holiday gifts that you can do, either pre-made or some DIY things that I've seen or done before. And that way you can get started on your holiday gift list and maybe even get together with some friends, either together, or virtually, whatever, and really just sort of have some fun with it. And all the while help people get some oils in their hand for these amazing benefits that they have. All right. Thanks for joining me. If you want to check in with the USA and New Zealand broadcasts later on, if you're not awake, you can check in later on the replay. All right. Have a good night. I will see you next week.